Ah, shit.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, they said it couldn't be done, but we did it. We actually made it to an episode 2, unlike many other failed podcasts. I'd say that's quite an achievement.
It's true. That's
Yes,
a fact.
yeah.
That is quite an achievement. You know what? How about we clap? I'm applauding. Good job.
Myself a pat on
Good
the
job, TDT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
We even got our own acronym now. Look at us. We're like Linus Tech Tips. Instead of saying like, yo, I work at LTT, now I say, yo, I work at TDT. The dinner table.
Oh, they call it LTT?
Yeah, for Linus Tech Tips. Do you not know that?
No, I mean, I saw it in the logo, but I didn't assume people actually said it. You know.
Speaking of LTT, did you know that he went through like drama? Well, he almost went through drama.
I don't know. No.
Linus.
Yeah.
Basically what happened was that for those who don't know, LTT is Linus Tech Tip, which is a Canadian YouTube tech channel, right? They do like videos about like computers and shit, which is actually really good. I watch it and it's really, really nice.
I hear they do good work.
And they do this live stream called The WAN Show every Friday or so, every one day of the week. And they basically talk, it's a news, right? They talk about the news, what's happening in the world, in like the tech world or something like that, right? And then Linus said that he talked about the fact that, you know, before in like 2013 and stuff, saying like profanities like the F slur and the N word were like edgy humor was more
It was popular back
friendly. Like people, yeah, it was more popular, right?
Yeah.
And then he made a remark saying that, oh, like, today people start using the hard R. Like, I even said the hard R. And then everyone was like, wait, you said the hard R? But in reality, it was a total misunderstanding because he said that for him, the hard R was retarded.
then. Oh, okay.
So it was like, no, like, that's the N-word.
That seems like
And
a
people were
pretty
like,
obvious
"Oh,
mistake
okay."
to avoid. Like, it seems like...
Yeah. And people were just laughing at his innocence because he just, like, was so clueless. And his co-host, Luke, was like, doing shakes like, what is he talking about? Like, what the fuck? And then Abdir was like, oh, okay. He was like that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Are you snacking on anything, by the way?
I just ate a Hershey's Kiss. And I got some other stuff with me. I got this...
Hershey's Kiss?
Yeah, because we got Easter coming up, so my mom bought some Easter candy.
Oh, true. Jesus is about to get... No, wait. Does he die or get birth?
Give birth?
Wait, he dies on Easter, right?
Jesus
No.
gave birth?
Wait, what is it?
No, he
No,
died.
no,
He died.
no,
He
no,
died.
no.
Okay, so he died on Good Friday, all right, and then 2 days later he was resurrected on Easter Sunday.
Resurrected. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I have not done any Bible study, unfortunately. I cannot confirm.
Yeah, I can tell because you said he gave birth.
If any of our listeners has actually listened to the Bible, studied the Bible, which props to you because that's a fucking brick of a book.
Oh yeah.
Well,
War and Peace
feel
could
free
never...
to tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm eating something really special today for episode 2. Actually, something quite special for a second episode. It's a dessert actually. Because last time I was eating nacho chips, and now I'm eating Cinnabon.
Oh, cinnamon. Okay.
Which is actually quite hard, and I do not know why. It's been left covered with saran wrap on my counter, room temperature for like I think a day. So I'll actually this will be the first time tasting it. I've never tasted this. I forgot where my mom got it, but here goes.
Okay.
All right. Well, I already got my opinion.
Within the first bite.
It's quite dry.
Oh.
It is really quite dry.
What
And
about-
I'm gonna finish it off with I think the worst thing I'll do on this podcast.
Poutine.
Top it off with some Pepsi.
Oh, Pepsi. Okay. Pepsi is alright.
And that's Pepsi. That's funny story actually. This Pepsi was a mistake, like a wrong order.
Oh. I thought you meant like Pepsi in general was a mistake, and I'm like, damn.
Oh yeah, it clearly is.
No.
Pepsi is just really. Besides from Gatorade, or wait, no,
Mountain Dew.
I don't know. I don't know who owns. Yeah, no, Mountain Dew, really. Okay, but anyways, I ordered Subway by Uber Eats 2 days ago, and I can't remember. I was high.
Oh, of course.
I had munchies. Well, you know, I was with the boys on Discord, and we were goofing. And
Of
I
course.
was like, I'll just take like a hit because I needed to sleep anyways, so I was just wanted to get tired.
Yeah, yeah.
And I ate Subway. Besides the sub and the cookies, they got my order right. But the drink itself, I have no memory recalling that I clicked Pepsi, like the little checkbox for like a Pepsi drink. And I specifically remember ordering just a water bottle. So they got my order wrong.
That's weird.
I could just not even bother to drink it.
Did you check to see if you paid for a Pepsi?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
And they actually got my order wrong.
Oh, okay.
It said for water bottle. Wow. Which I will consume now, like the Pepsi, by the way. So.
So that means
my
that
God.
you paid for a water bottle, but they upgraded you without charging you.
I wouldn't say upgraded, but they changed it.
I mean, you could just get water from your tap, but Pepsi, you can't just get that out of the...
But there's this thing, I don't know what the fuck it is, but there's this taste from plastic water bottle, and I hate plastic like water bottles because I love the environment and shit. But there's this one taste that you cannot get from tap,
Okay.
and I do not know what it is.
I can't say I've tasted that before. Maybe you're just drinking like
Let's
the wrong
say
water.
you're no. Let's say you're. Let's say it's a really hot day. All right.
Okay.
Like a really hot day, right? You have two options for hydration. One is a plastic bottle straight out of the fridge from the gas station,
Okay.
and the other is water, tap water with ice in it.
Okay.
What would you rather have? You can only have one of them. They're the same quantity of water. Just one is from the freezer from the gas station, and the other just has ice in it. And the ice has fully cooled the drink.
Nice.
So what would you pick?
The defining trait there is the ice. I actually hate ice in my drinks.
No way. Do you really?
No, yeah, of course, because if you have a drink with no lid on it and you're trying to drink it, the ice is just going to fall on your face. Also, if you have anything that isn't water, it makes it so that half of what's in your glass isn't the drink that you ordered. It's just frozen water.
True. They do that a fuck ton at Starbucks. They fill your fucking glass
fill
with
it up
ice,
with ice,
and
and they give you, like,
yeah,
half
and
the
in
amount.
reality, it's just in reality, someone actually did a video on like a test, and to see like, what if you just remove the ice on your Starbucks drink, and it's half of what the cup is.
Exactly. You know?
It's
And
wow,
at some
it's-
places, they don't even
it's
just use your
surprising.
typical ice cubes. They use those little, like, I
Oh
don't know,
no, they use
the little balls
biggest,
or whatever.
Yeah,
so
they
that
use the biggest one.
Yeah, it's weird. But no,
It's
I've never
really
been an ice guy.
awkward.
I've never been an ice guy.
You've never been an ice guy. No, I love ice, but the ice that I have at home. So I'm I'm lucky enough to have a fridge that has an ice dispenser. I know a lot of people don't. And they have to make their own ice with little trays. Me, however, I have a ice machine, which is kind of shit. Actually, I say that I'm lucky, but in reality, I would rather have those smaller square ice cubes than what I have. What I have is these. They're not even cubes. They're the moons. Like they're quarters.
What?
Like if you cut an apple.
Yeah, that's what people usually have
And I
as
don't know
cubes.
how it produces this kind of thing. No. It's just like it's half of a circle basically.
Yeah, that's what they normally are. That's what I have.
From an ice dispenser?
Yeah. Well, I mean, an ice dispenser. Yeah, I had that, but we don't have an ice dispenser anymore. But like that's what I had when we had an ice dispenser.
Okay.
Yeah.
And again, I'm totally for the point of like the fact that they over fucking ice your drink every time, making that you actually have like a shorter amount of liquid. But I would rather have like those bartender square cubes, the ones that are like cubes but has a dent in it that you can put your finger in. You know what I'm talking
Oh
about?
no, I do know those. Yeah, I do. Those are actually pretty
Yeah,
fun.
those are
because
the
you-
best ice cube. Yeah, those are really cool because they melt in your mouth super easily. They're clear as well. They're the prettiest ice cubes in a drink, I feel like. And they're also no, they are, right? They're the ones that you like.
No,
see
I'm not
in, like,
disagreeing. I'm
cocktails
just
and
laughing
everything.
because we're having an in-depth conversation about ice, and that's so cool.
I mean, it is a topic important to discuss,
It is an
especially on this
important topic.
podcast.
Yeah, we need to solve all of these non-existent
Let's
discussions.
solve ice cube problems, baby.
Yes, ice cube theory. This is gonna go into
The
a book.
rapper.
Ice cube theory.
Dude, don't bring up the rapper, dude. Ice Cube starts popping. He pops up out of nowhere.
Oh,
But
of
yeah,
course.
anyways. Those tiny ice cubes that has like a dent in it, Those ones, when you eat it, well, I eat ice because I'm one of those degenerates, but I like it.
Yes,
But
you are.
they're the best because, but they're the best because since it has a dent in it, it's not full of ice, so it doesn't fuck up your teeth, or you don't have to like let it cool in your mouth long enough for it
Yeah.
to be able to crack. You know,
No,
it's like
I know
super
that.
cold, but you can already crunch on it. So that's why they're so cool, and I love it.
Right. Yeah, that's some good science behind that. Yeah. I agree. Those are the
Yeah.
superior ones. Yeah.
The ice maker behind it is a pure genius.
Really. It's especially cool for me because I play around with the ice and the little gap in the middle. It grows and you can stick your straw through it and play with that. And I fling it at Quinn all the time.
Yes. Oh, dude. Yes, that's
Yeah.
so fucking fun.
It's like a kebab, but for your drink.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. I want to get your opinion on this. What are your thoughts on crushed ice?
It's
Like from you put crushed ice in a drink. Would you rather have ice cubes or crushed ice?
I mean, crushed ice because it'll melt faster and it doesn't necessarily take up a lot of space. And I actually hate crunching on ice cubes, but if it's crushed ice, like that's a bit more tolerable. That's just because I hate.
You fucking hate ice.
I fucking hate it. I want the poles to both.
Do you like
collide.
milkshakes though?
Milkshakes? Of course, but people don't put ice in milkshakes. I mean, maybe when they're mixing it.
Yeah, they do.
Actually, sometimes.
They put
Sometimes they
ice
do.
cubes in the blender.
No, not all the time. I experienced it
Oh,
once.
wait. You mean like topping it off with like ice?
No, people don't top it off with
You're
ice, but
talking
they.
about like.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like literally putting it in the blender, and that's not actually done that often. Usually, people just
okay.
do ice cream and whatever flavoring, like an ice cream milkshake.
Yeah,
you know?
usually if you want to here's your little dinner table milkshake recipe to make a milkshake.
Yeah.
It's actually in reality, people think it's hard. It's the fucking easiest shit ever. It's as easy as making a smoothie.
No, of
You
course.
take milk, you take ice cream, whatever flavor that you want, depending on what kind of flavor your milkshake is gonna be.
Yeah.
You put ice in it. I put a banana in or a frozen banana because it helps with the texture, and I also put maple syrup. Helps with the sugar, and if I feel like I want to fucking die, I put Oreos in it, and then boom, you got a milkshake.
Yeah,
Literally the easiest shit ever.
I'm processing. So, all right, I was kind of like, okay, maybe bananas, right? And then you said maple syrup. I'm a bit.
Because like not a lot, just like a spoonful, like a tablespoon.
Yeah, but why?
Because maple syrup is based out of maple sugar, which is healthier than like white sugar. Because white sugar is processed and everything, and maple sugar is just straight out of the tree.
So if you didn't put syrup in, you would put white sugar in?
Yeah, exactly. It's just a healthier option, literally.
But people don't usually put white
Which
sugar in their shakes. They usually just do the ice cream and milk.
No, they put sugar.
Who?
They put sugar. People.
People who.
Go look up milkshake recipes on the internet, and you'll find a bunch of them saying that you need at least this amount of sugar in it.
It's so weird that people would do that. Like, there's enough
Well-
in the ice cream. Supposedly, there's enough in the ice cream to make it taste good. Why would you need to add more when you're just mixing it with some milk? That doesn't make any sense
I don't
logically.
know. Milkshake is a dessert. Milkshakes is a dessert after all.
Of course
so
it is, yeah.
It's made to be sugary and a treat, right? It's not like, oh, I'm gonna go do a fucking jog after eating. No, you're gonna fucking die.
No.
Do not do that at all. You're gonna fucking vomit. It's not a fucking good idea.
I've probably done that. Not on purpose, but like that's just naturally what I would probably do. No, cause like
Really?
I used to do track and field, and that was back in middle school. I wouldn't care like what I was doing. If there was a vending machine nearby, I would just grab a Twix and I would just always eat that shit. I was just a severe
Oh,
like
the bar,
sweets
chocolate
guy.
bar?
Yeah, chocolate bar, anything. I was a sweets
Oh,
guy
I love
back in
Twix.
middle school. Oh, Twix it's so peak. It's such a good candy bar.
Twix is actually, dude. They were the king of their ads. Their ads were the best. Remember those ads where it was two brothers and then they got into a fight and then now they're making their own version of the Twix?
I don't remember the two brothers
It was
part,
two
but
factories.
I remember two
It
factories.
was
I
two
remember when
factories
that
side by
started
side. Yeah,
Honestly-
that was genius. A genius marketing move.
Me personally, I think I don't really like it. It's just kind of like the whole thing. Which side do you support? It's just making up a fake debate. Like that's kind of what I think Oreo did. Do you eat the middle or the outside? But that kind of failed. It's just the left Twix,
yeah.
right Twix. It's entirely targeted towards younger audiences, like my brother. He's fully gone.
And now it doesn't even make sense because they make Size Bites version of it.
Oh yeah.
So it's like you're just packing them around with food.
It doesn't apply to all of their versions of the Twix. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is so weird. You're making
Twix
up.
are fucking good though.
Oh, they are. Oh yeah, they are. I saw a post on Twitter.
Easy S tier of chocolate bar.
It's a given. It's a given fact that it is. It's the wafer, the caramel, and the chocolate. That's all you need. I saw a post on Twitter that was like not ranking. It was what's my personality with like a soda, a chip, and then a candy bar. Motherfucker put Almond Joy on there, but no Twix as an option. That was so weird. I've never seen someone eat an Almond Joy or even buy one, right?
I don't even know. It rings a bell to me, but what is an Almond Joy again?
You get a layer of whatever coconut, right? You put almonds in it, and you just cover that in chocolate, and it's like the most mundane thing. I don't know why people.
It's like a bar, or
it's a bar.
Balls?
Yeah, it's a bar.
What's the shape of the?
It's a bar.
We don't have those in Canada, I assume.
I wouldn't imagine.
We have bars, chocolate bars that you guys don't, which you totally should have.
Like what?
Well, maybe not Mars. Mars looks kind of like a veiny black dick.
Mars.
But O. Henry's. Oh God, fucking Christ, those are good.
I can't say I've heard of a Mars
really
chocolate
good.
bar, but I do know they're the parent company of Hershey's or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's owned by Hershey's, which
okay.
we have as well.
Okay, yeah, I figured.
Who does not have Hershey's? Come on, the Hershey's cookies and cream is like the best bar ever.
Well, ever heard
One
of
of
the
the
third world?
No, what was that?
It's just poverty, but nationalized.
Bruh.
Yeah,
Dude.
that's what it is.
Coffee Crisp as well is good as a Coffee Crisp is good as like a chocolate bar.
Coffee Crisp?
Yeah. Which the name, by the way, is the idea behind it, which is a chocolate bar that's really crispy, and it has a taste of coffee. I'm gonna be real with you. It doesn't taste jack shit like coffee. It goes well with coffee, however, but it doesn't taste like coffee.
Yeah.
It's a good like warm snack.
Okay. Wait, warm like you would put in a microwave?
No. You'd eat with coffee.
Oh, okay. Oh, you eat with warm foods. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Or like hot chocolate. Yeah, you eat it with warm food.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank God I'm eating right now, bro. Because if we'd be talking all this food, I'd be crazy ass hungry.
You got your mind on something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of our friends actually, when he was Deeps, when he was listening to the podcast, he actually got mad at me because it was like, bro, you're talking about Subway, made me so fucking hungry. I hate you.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I was crying laughing. It was like awesome. It was like, dude, that's fucking crazy.
This is no.
Yeah, this Cinnabon is really fucking weird.
Did you get it from Cinnabon or like just some place? Like
No, Cinnabon. No, we don't have Cinnabons here.
So you call it a cinnamon roll?
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what they call it.
I thought it was called a Cinnabon.
No, that's the
Cinnamon
store
bun.
where they sell them. It's called a cinnamon roll everywhere.
Oh, fuck. Well, I apologize. That was a mistake.
Yeah, you're gonna have to reflect on that later on.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in timeout and think about what I've done.
Go to the corner and think about how stupid you are.
And then eat my cinnamon roll alone while thinking about what I've said.
No, you're not allowed at Cinnabon anymore.
Well, I can't go to the corner because we're in a restaurant right now, so that would be kind of embarrassing.
Suck my dick. Fuck. God damn it. I'm gonna just
Embrace
take a bite
the
out of my
bit.
sandwich. Fuck the bit. I'm not doing it. I don't do bits. I don't do bits like that.
But that would be the bit, though, that you constantly refusing to it.
That's just how it's gonna be. That's the natural course of like our interactions, right? I don't do RP.
We are, however, actually going to be in a restaurant, though.
Well, yeah, like
At
that'll
one
be
point.
that'll be a given, right? And the thing about
That'll
that
be a
is
special episode.
I mean, hopefully you and I, but I'm afraid that because there's going to be a lot of people there, they other people might have to come to the restaurant with us, which might I don't know how we're going to figure that out with the whole trip.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. We'll figure out something,
But
but
that isn't a long time ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a long time ago.
yeah. I got to get my TSA pre-check and my passport so that I don't have to worry about that.
Good idea.
Yeah, I should have had the pre-check
Good idea.
before I went to DC, but like, it was fine, and we weren't delayed that much.
Tell me about your trip to DC, dog.
Right.
Now's the perfect time.
Of course. Yeah, because we were gonna talk about that. All
From
right.
start to finish. Go. Come on.
So my dad had a business trip to Washington D.C. Thought, wait, this might be a good opportunity to take both my boys with me. And so checked with me and Quinn to see what our schedules looked like. On the day before the trip, the day before he had to be there, I had my midterms. So what we decided was that I would get out of school, drive home, and then we'd drive to the airport, and then fly at like 8 p.m. And arrive in DC.
8 p.m.,
8 p.m.
damn.
Yeah. And then arrive in DC somewhere
That's
around
late.
midtime.
For a flight or like a drive?
For a flight, of course. No, I'm not driving to fucking DC from Texas, dude. That's like a California to Texas drive. It's just in the opposite direction. Actually, with probably an extra couple hours. No, yeah, we flew. So it was pretty cool. I like flying at night because they dim the lights and everyone can snooze.
Yeah, flying at night is so cool.
Yeah.
It's the best. I prefer flying at night than well, it depends. Sometimes flying at night sometimes really cool, but it could also be a fucking like if you got like a baby crying and shit and you're trying to sleep, bro, it's just fucking awful. You feel like you're in hell.
Oh, luckily there was no
Oh,
babies.
bro, I've been on flights, brother, that has just been straight up pain.
Oh, really?
But yeah, please continue with
Oh,
the
yeah,
story.
yeah. So we arrived there. We get in this hotel where the lobby is like 2 stories up, which is interesting to me because all the hotels that I go to are more wide than vertical. Anyways,
Oh, really? You've never been into like a more like vertically up?
the hotels, they still have multiple like stories, but this one, like the lobby wasn't even on the ground floor, which I didn't expect. I guess that's how it is because they probably bought out a
what?
place ahead of time. Yeah, the lobby's not on the ground floor.
So it's on the first floor or like?
No, the ground floor is the first floor. It was on the 3rd floor, and you have to take.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which, if I think about it, that makes more sense
Damn.
with denser cities, because that way you have that extra bit of security if you need it.
If I may ask,
Mm-hmm.
what was the hotel brand? Like the line, the
It was Hyatt. I don't know how you pronounce it, but Hyatt.
oh, never.
It might be an American thing.
H. I've
HYH.
never.
Yeah.
Never.
But anyways, we stayed the night there. Actually, we stayed the whole week, the whole couple days there. But in the morning, we got up and walked down to the National Mall, which is, where all the sites are: the White House, the Capitol, Lincoln Memorial,
Yeah,
that whole
the
thing.
big like lake that's like a mirror.
Yeah, that one. Which is actually cool because they drained that, and so people could walk through it. It's actually just a pole that's like maybe 2
No,
feet
they
deep.
drained it.
No, they
What?
drained it because they gotta clean it out. It was like literally today that they filled it up back up with water. It's fine, bro. Yeah, but it was cool walking through that. We were about 3-4 blocks away from the National Mall, which was cool. We got a nice walk. We checked out the White House, Washington Memorial, Lincoln Memorial. I checked out the Capitol on my own. Yeah, of course, the classics. I made sure we didn't go to the Jefferson Memorial because it's boring as hell. It's just a very it's just like the most
What makes
mundane
it
building.
so boring?
It's just a what is it, like a hexagon with pillars and a round top. There's nothing interesting there. There's no statue of Jefferson. There's plaques, of course, but it's just so far off from the rest that it's not worth going to. I learned that the
This
last
is the
time I
metal
went.
plate that says Jeffrey Amston.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, we did that. Then we went to the Watergate Hotel. You don't know about the Watergate Hotel, do you? Yeah, so the Watergate Hotel. basically, President Nixon, a while back, he was involved in like Vietnam War and all that.
Nixon.
Yeah, Nixon. You know Nixon, right?
What? I don't know I'm Canadian, so I haven't studied the American
All right, he's the guy who raises like his hands up, does the peace sign on both, and says, I am not a crook," and he's got like the biggest nose. All right, so that's the guy.
Is he on
he's really
cool.
He's not on anything.
Mount Rushmore?
No, jeez, those guys were like old. Those were the powder wigs. This guy's got gray hair and was involved in Vietnam. No,
Okay.
but Nixon. Nixon basically had to step down from office because some of his employees were caught, spying on the Democratic Party in this place called the Watergate Hotel.
Oh, that's where you went.
And that's where we went. It's famous in American history. But we went there, not to stay the night, but we actually ate at the restaurant that was there. I got this huge fucking sandwich.
Oh yeah, I saw that on
with
Instagram.
turkey and all
you
this
posted it on Instagram, did you?
You saw that? Quinn posted everything.
Yeah,
on
Quinn
Instagram.
posted it,
Really,
yeah.
Asshole. I'm trying.
Yeah. That's another thing. You were trying to like hide like the fact that you were in
I was
Washington.
trying to hide it, but like,
Quinn was like, "Yeah, let me post
like-
all my pictures."
But in reality, I don't think anyone besides you that I know actually follows him, so
Yeah.
I'm probably in the clear. Yeah, but the deal is, we got some good stuff there. We actually got a free tour because my dad, he's a bit of a magician with the way that he talks to people, right? He's always got something to say, and he's always got someone to talk to, all right? So he talks to this guy named Aziz or whatever. He's like
Aziz.
Yeah, he works there. He tried to offer us water. I guess he's the. There's some word for it.
He's the
Concierge,
guy.
right, he's the concierge.
He's the guy.
He's the concierge of the hotel. You know, he's the guy. All right. So we talk to him, and we get a private, free tour of the scandal room is what they call it, where they were caught. One of the rooms where
the
Nixon guys were
room
caught.
where it happened.
The room, yeah. It's actually a room that you could stay the night in if you wanted.
That's cool.
It
That's
just costs a
actually
bit
really
extra.
nice. I love
Yeah.
when hotels do this kind of shit where
Yeah.
some like historic moment happened and they let you like stay where that happened. We have the same thing here with John Lennon. But yeah, please continue.
yeah.
I'll talk about that later. What happened next?
Right. So let's see. We go through it. They have some cool pictures and stuff like that. They try to make it into a nice experience. I had a pretty interesting time. Quinn was telling me, "Hey, that's where Forrest Gump was in the movie Forrest Gump," and I'm like, "Dude, this is
This is where Forrest Gump was.
Yeah, he's pointing at the exact room, like he was looking out that window when it happened." I'm like, "Yeah, he's a part of American history, I guess." But we leave the room, we leave the hotel, and my dad actually reveals that he took one of their pens. He showed it to us, and it said, "I stole this pen from the Watergate Hotel," which was really cool. That was actually
hilarious.
really cool.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, that's what it said. And Quinn took something from the bathroom in the scandal room, is what he got. It was like
from
a
the bathroom.
toiletry kit or whatever. Yeah, I was actually considering stealing something myself because not one of us three
your
actually,
dad stole a
like,
pen.
planned
Your
it ahead of
brother
time.
stole like a toilet thing.
Yeah.
and you were like, you had to complete.
Yeah, like a bathroom kit. Well, they had complimentary phone chargers, and I was thinking about taking that, like, from the room. But I realized, nah, I'm probably good. I don't need it.
You should have stole the bed sheets.
I mean, the guy was right there.
Oh.
Actually, no, wait. I probably could have gotten away with stealing one of the bathrobes, right? Because they were out on the, was it the ledge or whatever, the outside patio, right? Right outside the room. He was talking about the rooms across the hall or whatever, and I could have just walked back to the bathroom in the room and just taken one of the robes that was on a hook, and no one would know.
Did you get to
That
like
would've been so
wait?
cool.
By the way, speaking of like things, did you get to like enjoy like the hotel facilities, or you just went there to sleep and then that's it?
The facilities, there weren't many. There was a gym, a pool, and a breakfast area.
What would you?
And the breakfast area was tied in with the lobby.
Oh, okay.
I didn't go to the gym or pool, but I got to see Quinn go in the gym and just like mess around on the
Quinn
yoga
is
ball.
working
Just
out, dude. I would
He was doing
love to
something.
see
I
him
don't
work
know.
out, dude. Just his lanky ass walking around, clueless on what to do. You just stare
His
out.
fragile ass could not work out.
Yeah, dude, it'd be fucking hilarious.
Totally, man. Yeah. But we had lunch there. We went to other places. I forget what days we did, but we went to the place where Lincoln was shot, which was Ford's Theater. I didn't really want to go there because I didn't care that much, but it was better than I expected. And then we went all to all the Smithsonian, to Air and Space, National,
Oh,
Natural.
I've been there. Yeah, the class. That's another one of the classics.
Yeah. The we also went to the art. I forget what it's called, but there's this art one. I saw some really cool Monets. I actually realized that he's my favorite artist.
Ooh.
He does these like abstract colors.
I don't know much about like.
It's not really
vintage
impressive.
artists. But...
Yeah, it's all vintage. Most of it's like religious paintings, anyways.
Yeah.
But what is the name of the guy who not Da Vinci?
Is he the one you're talking about?
Vincent Van Gogh.
Yeah, the one who cut
Vincent
his
Van Gogh.
ears?
We saw some Yeah, we saw some Van Goghs. I actually realized I don't like his art at all. Like, it's just so. I look at it, and I cannot help but go, man, this guy's such an.
You were just
like,
looking
I
at it and be
hate
like, man, this sucks.
I may be a bit pretentious. I'll give myself a little bit of leeway, but I'm looking at his shit, and I would have been one of the doubters that said you should not be an artist. Look at that.
You would go back in
I
time
could
and be
not.
like,
I could
man,
not.
stop what you're doing. You're not
I would have been one of the people bullying him back when he was alive.
Dude,
Like,
you would have been the one who,
like,
you would be one of the cause that like why he cut his ear because he was so believed that he got like
Yes!
hallucination and he keeps hearing him like he fucking keeps hearing you like in his head like stop and it's just your voice and he cut his ear because of you.
Dude, on a good day, I probably was the one who handed him the knife. Like, that's just how I felt.
And you
about
gave
his
him a
shit.
butter knife so
I
he had
didn't-
fun with it.
Oh yeah, dude, I totally would have had fun watching that. Not really, maybe, I don't know, but we saw that. The Air and Space Museum, even though that's a popular one, I personally liked it a lot because
I
I'm a
actually
big
liked
fan of
it too.
astronauts.
Yeah, it was
and
really
they got-
cool. You saw the ship, right? The scuttle ship,
Which one?
the one that's like a plane.
Scuttle. That's
It's
like a
discont-
plane.
Well, it starts off with like big like rockets, but it lands with a plane, like a plane.
No, I don't really know what you're talking. I'll look it up real quick on my phone. Scuttle ship. I probably.
I
saw
said
it.
scuttle ship, but it's not actually what it's called. It's the I forgot what it's called, but it's disquintable. It's like you picture a spaceship and boom, like it's one of the most like common pictures of a spaceship.
It's probably just a certain type of jet.
It's
I probably
the
did
it's
see
kind of
it,
like the ship is white and the bottom is black.
Yeah, I definitely saw a bit of that. They can't fit the full thing in there, I believe.
Oh.
But
We
I
must
think I
have
saw
been to
a bit of
different.
that.
I think I know what
Maybe no.
Probably because I went.
I mean,
to,
depending on the size.
I went to like another like National Air and Space Museum, but this one was in I think Ontario, but I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, it probably was in Ontario.
I don't know. I
somewhere
haven't.
in here.
It was in Ottawa, but it was a long
okay.
time ago, so I could have confused it with Washington D.C. But okay, so you went to the National Air and Space
Yeah.
Museum, and after that, what'd you do?
All right. So other things that we did, we rented some bikes. There, Lyft has this great bike share service.
Oh, it's Lyft.
where
It's
you
owned by
can
Lyft.
rent them. Yeah, Lyft has the bikes, Uber has the scooters, and the scooters are fucking annoying because they beep like almost every 10 seconds.
Oh
for
wait,
no reason.
really? Did they honk?
No, they just like beep, beep. That's what they do. Like the whole time whenever you rent a scooter, it's so annoying. So I just got myself a bike. But we went around. We looked at some shit. We looked at some shit. My dad had to go to the meeting, of course. So me and Quinn went out at the places at night. He wanted to like carve off a piece of the Washington Monument
Oh no.
at some point.
That's
But like
fucking
nothing big. He wanted to
dumb.
just like take a pen and get it in between the cracks. But he realized that that's actually not a good idea because I had to tell him enough times. But we did that. Oh, okay. So we also saw. What was it? You know how the president, he's got these like 3 helicopters at all times whenever he's flying, and one of them is the one that he's in. We saw him land.
You saw President Joe Biden?
Well, not in the flesh, but we saw his helicopters, and he was either being picked up or dropped off. Interesting enough, we also saw a presidential escort, and I think it was for, what is it, Finland? There was some car that came by with the American and Finnish flags. No, or was it Sweden? I don't know. It's one of the flags with a cross on it. But they were just like driving right past us, which was really weird. We didn't expect that. That was on our way to Wargate Hotel.
Little do you know, you've like seen from your eyes like an assassination attempt or something.
I was actually thinking that would be so cool if that happened.
And then you would just be like, Quinn, you just hear like, oh, look at this cool piece I carved. And you're like,
where were you
come on, there's
when
an
the president was
assassination right here. Yeah.
No. It's like the whole "Where were you in 9/11" thing. Where were you when Joe Biden was assassinated? I'll be like, dude, I was in D.C. I saw the whole thing.
I was in D.C. Just, dude, imagine you post like a selfie, just you smiling, thumbs up, and then you hear it's a video of like you smiling. Everywhere, everyone is running, like you hear gunshots, and you're just like smiling, like presidential
if that were to happen,
photo.
If that were to happen, fuck keeping it quiet. I would have posted to all socials.
You would have gone viral in like clack of a finger.
Maybe I would be popular among my friends, right? Because I would have to explain that I wasn't joking, right? That I was actually there.
Oh no, that could easily be a good meme. Honestly, a viral meme.
Yeah.
Especially with your derp ass face, you would go viral easy.
Yeah. And we also went behind the White House. Dude, okay, so last time I was in D.C. Yeah, like the whole
I
thing.
saw the White House from like the gates where it's like you can go like publicly, right? But I never went around it.
Yeah, the White House, it's not like in some closed off area. No, you can literally walk around it like in a public area. But last time I went was 9 years ago. It was sometime in 2016 when they actually put up barricades a bit further from the house, so you can't get as close. Yeah, so
that's probably why that's probably what like I've been through when I went to see it. The gates were really really far away. We could see the house, like we could see it from like
we had a
very
conversation.
Far.
Yeah, it was so weird. We had a conversation with one of the guards, and they were telling like that it's been around for years, and they have no intention of taking it back down, which sucks. But behind the White House, that's where you're seeing a lot of like activism, right? You got some people from Turkey wanting freedom from some sort of oppression. I don't remember.
Yeah,
I saw some Brazilians waving flags around. And then there was this one evangelist. I don't know how to pronounce it still. I get confused because of the anime. No. It's just this one who's literally announcing that she was running for president. This kind of like old white woman just sitting there with a microphone. All right, evangelist, whatever, running for president, 2024.
Dude, like parentheses. That just makes me like think about like the skit where from Eric Andre's show where they go like in New York and like with like megaphones and shit, and they're astrologists. It's like the skit is black astrologists, and they start yelling random bullshit like, not a lot of people know this, but Van Gogh was a terrorist. And they start yelling bullshit, and then people were like, what the fuck are you talking? When I was there, I'm almost done, and then I'll let you continue. When I was in Washington D.C., you know the Lincoln Memorial, right? It has a lot of stairs.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. When I was there, I don't know what the fuck happened. We were in the summer, so I guess it's kind of explainable. But there were activists there. I don't remember for what reason, but there were so many people. I could not, like, maybe it was during the summer, so, like, vacation time, but when I was there, like, getting a clean photo of the Lincoln Memorial without having anyone, like, any, like, crowd or anything was clearly impossible.
From the outside or inside?
Yeah, it was impossible.
From the outside or inside, though?
Outside. And
You're
inside.
not getting a clear photo from the outside
and inside.
ever. Like, there's always people there.
And inside.
From the inside. from the inside, now that's a struggle. Right?
Yeah,
Because of
it
how
was
many
like,
people
what
you
the
said.
fuck? There's so many people, and it was not like it's like a stereotype for like Chinese people and like coming in masses to like tourist the America. It was like people from
They were Chinese?
no. Actually, that's the thing. Like it was actually just random people, like a crowd. It was just massive. But yeah,
Weird.
it was weird. You saw the obelisk, I assume, like the giant obelisk as well.
What, the obelisk? Yeah, that's the Washington
I feel like that's my
monument.
favorite out of all of them. I don't know why. I just think it looks cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. It's not much when you go up to it. We didn't go up the elevator or anything because I don't really care about seeing things. from the heights.
Quinn must be like, yo, that was in Spider-Man.
No, we did say that. We said that so much. Quinn actually was like quoting the Zendaya what she said. You know, slaves built that thing, right?
no.
And I said in response, yeah, they did a good job.
Oh, no.
And it was so funny.
Bruh.
No,
Dude,
it was so cool.
that's
And you
awesome.
look, you also look at the Washington Monument, right? And they built up to a certain point when they first started it, and they stopped. You can tell by the color of the bricks. I think they were building it for like 40 years. I don't know what the reason was why they stopped. But my dad's looking at it like, hey, you know why the bricks are different colors? And I said, why? He said, oh, they gave up.
And so
Like,
like
just
they had
stopped,
to
like-
like 10 years later with like actual machinery, they just completed it.
Well, I don't know, like maybe 30 years later is what I heard. I heard it took 40 years. I'm not sure if it's 4 or 40 because my memory's not that good, but I think it was 40.
Down.
Yeah, but that's what went on there. My favorite thing, I think, was just sitting on the lawns between the Capitol and the monument. I just liked sitting there
so
and
peaceful.
like looking
it's
around.
Just you just
Yeah.
relax. It's awesome.
It was just interesting. It's like the most peaceful you could ever be in a city. Like you're in the middle of a city. It's not even like a park. It's just like this.
Yeah, you just
field
go
of
there.
grass.
It's just you relax. There's something
Yeah,
to it.
and it
It's
was
like
so
a
good.
certain vibe. That vibe is exactly the same when I went to New York and I went to Central Park.
Yeah, I'd imagine Central Park is a bit more like they got hills and trees.
Oh
and
no,
stuff,
Central
but-
Park is in like an actual like natural reserve. Like there's trees and there's natural like.
Oh yeah.
Because it's the
Right,
only
'cause it's pretty big.
vegetation like park, like big
In
park
the
in
whole
New York.
city.
It's massive,
and they
but
need
it's
it.
the only one.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, I see.
There's also a museum, a zoo as well, but it's like
Hmm.
it's not a big zoo. It's a small zoo. But yeah, anyways.
Yeah. But that was a lot of cool experiences. I think one thing I'll still note though, I'm not like a big, war guy. I'm not one who gets like emotional at like
yeah.
sites of historical events, but I went to the Korean War Memorial, which if you don't know,
Is it the one
it's
that like
these-
there's a bunch of soldiers lifting a flag?
No. That I don't know what that is. I didn't see that. But this Korean War Memorial is it's a very like candid type of sculpture. It's a bunch of sculptures of soldiers just like walking towards the front lines or whatever, and you're there and everyone is quiet because it's so like lively the way that it was sculpted. It's very life size. Everything is very like it was just very
That's the
good.
thing,
I really liked
I
it.
did notice as well, like whenever there's like a war memorial, it is so like it's not like bad in a weird like it's not weird in a bad way, but it's so bizarre to me how like everyone is just silent. Everyone is paying their respect. Like no
Well,
one
I can
fucks around.
Like I can assume half of it is respect or more.
Yeah,
than
it is
half,
respect, but like it's the same for like if you go to like the 9/11 memorial, like the holes.
oh yeah, easily. Yeah, 'cause
People are
there's
just
emotion behind it.
they shut up. And to me,
Yeah.
well, to you it's maybe less weird, but to me, I'm Canadian. My country has never been through.
Well,
like
I didn't experience 9/11.
No,
and
I
if
know.
I went,
but,
I probably
like,
still feel
your
the same
culture,
thing.
as like it's part of your culture and not mine. Well, like it affected
Well,
us
actually-
in terms of like, it affected my father
Right,
because
yeah,
you know
it
like
affected-
the
yeah.
planes and they grounded everything. But we like I didn't. My father was like he was shocked, but he saw it on TV. You guys, some people actually saw it in person, which is totally
yeah,
different
yeah.
for me. And when I went there, I was like, why are people just like silent? That shit happened like fucking 10 years ago, and people still pay their respect. And it's just so bizarre to me because it's just, and I'm not like saying like the fucking no, I'm not laughing at
No,
them.
of course you're not. Yeah.
It's just bizarre to me, like, cause this thing never happened to me. You know, the United States was inflicted. Well, they were like associated to a lot of things that happened in the world.
Yeah.
And Canada like did a lot of things, but compared to the United States, it's a ratio that's really really big, and like the gap between the like implication in the world is really big compared to what the United States did. And like when you see that kind of memorial, like the 9/11 memorial, the World War II memorial, which is at Washington D.C. Did you went to see that one? It's like it's
Yeah,
in the
that one.
it's in Avengers Endgame as well.
I don't remember that from Endgame, but
Yeah, you
the
know
World
when
War
like the
II
bloop
memorial.
happens where like everyone like gets Thanos, right? There, Ant-Man goes and he sees like all the names of like the missing, and he sees his name. But that
It's not
in
the World War
reality-
II memorial.
Yeah,
that was in
is.
San
I think it
Francisco.
is. I think it is. They remove all the plague
No,
temporarily.
that was in San Francisco. No, that was in San Francisco because he was
Oh,
based
really?
in
No,
San
you're
Francisco.
right. That's completely different.
And that is a complete. That's not even the same memorial, right? The memorial for World War II is this pond with a fountain in the middle and like all these little pillars with
with
a
the-
wreath around it.
yeah, no,
celebrating the people who died from each state and province.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I
completely different. That's like
Those are completely
different
two
state,
states.
too.
Dude, they're completely different states. From one is the East Coast, the other is the West Coast. Anyways,
Yeah.
but I went to the World War II memorial, even though I confused myself. I did went to it, and again, so everyone was just silent, and I'm like, damn, it's weird. Like, you feel it. It's like hard to explain, but you feel the like respect around you. Just everyone not even fucking like whispering. You shut up and you just stare. It's not even
I
like
will-
out of respect. Just people just don't talk. They're like,
well,
"No,
it's
no,
just
don't
it's
talk."
just an energy. Like
It's so
It's an
bizarre.
unspoken feeling. But I will admit though, to contrast with what you said about the World War II memorial, I think the fountain being very loud makes people like a bit more chattier with their friends in that area.
True,
Whereas the areas without fountains or any big stuff like that, like the Vietnam Memorial on the other side, and then the Korean War Memorial, that's where people are a bit more quiet.
Yeah.
But bringing back what you said about the 9/11 Memorial, I think people still are gonna get emotional over that because it's like
It
it's
was
only been
more
20
recent.
years. There's still generations of people who
Yeah.
were like alive when that happened.
There's
right?
also
still
a lot
people-
of like religious people that go there because, well, I don't want to get into conspiracy theories, but when the incident happened, well, not an incident, the fucking it's a tragedy, not just a oops. It was not just a oops,
No, yeah.
a goof.
When
it
it
was
happened.
actually a tragedy. You know, in the like ruins of the buildings, they found like metal, not bars, not pipes, like steel structures, right? Steel,
steel beams.
like beams, steel beams that were shaped like a cross, like a religious cross, and you know how
I
like the
didn't hear about
memorial
that.
is just like it's a fountain, like it's like
Yeah,
it's
like
water
it's
being,
just-
and they put the cross in the like one in I don't know which one is it, but they put it inside of there, and there's a lot of people. Dude, I saw like at least 10 people doing the whole sermon of the Bible with like fucking like doing the whole thing,
okay.
which was really again, it's weird to me to see this because I was like, damn, like it's that big of a deal. And I was tiny when I was like 12 when I went to New York, so I was still I am still a dumbass, but I was even more of a dumbass back then. So to me, it was just like my Canadian French ass dumb was like, why are people like this? Of course, I didn't say it out loud because you know my mom was like, yeah, you should shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you
But
probably
it's-
should. Yeah.
Yeah, no. And it's so big. Like the holes are massive. Like it's a big
Yeah.
square thing. I was like, damn. And my dad went into the towers as like a school field trip, and he went up. So it was it was kind of a big deal, honestly, to him. And again, to me,
Yeah.
it was like, anyways. But yeah.
Right, yeah. Yeah, on the topic of religious conspiracies, you're gonna want to hear this, right? So what I discovered looking at the map of the National Mall,
The
it's
National
actually
Mall? What the fuck is that?
that's what they call it. That's what the area is with all the Smithsonian's and like the big important buildings. They call it the National
Where,
Mall.
in Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, that's where everything is.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, if you look at the big important buildings, you got the Jefferson Memorial in relation to the White House, that's a straight line, and then the Lincoln Memorial in relation to the Capitol, another straight line. It makes the Christian cross, right? And that was actually probably done on purpose because the District of Columbia, Washington, D.C.,
Yeah.
was owned by either the Vatican or someone else, and the government actually just works out of that area. So the construction behind those buildings, is literally the biggest religious Easter egg in American history. It is the biggest
funny
cross.
Easter egg, dude. Imagine they do that in like some sort of video game where it's just like it's not even like a reference.
It's just
or
a
anything.
giant.
It's just a giant cross.
Yeah. But if you think about it, there's probably practical application in a sense when they're doing it. Like,
yeah, there must
if
be
you
like
think about it,
some-
the cross is meant to repel away bad spirits in theory, right? And so if you have it the size of the whole National Mall, well, I mean, if you think about it the way the Christians did, they probably built that trying to protect the National Mall in a sense. You got the
yeah.
White House being protected, the Capitol, you got the monuments, right?
Yeah.
You got the whole thing. That's the main part of DC, all of it in one area.
Yeah.
And it's just in the middle of it is this big cross. So
Yeah.
that's the type of conspiracy theory that you
Damn.
hear no one talking about.
you dead ass made that up with like Quinn, and
No.
you were like, dude, no way.
I was looking at a map. And I'm like, hey, Dad, that kind of.
And it actually like is
cross.
perfectly distanced to make a cross, not just like two lines perpendicular to each
No,
other. Like
no,
it
it
makes an
actually
actual
is, yeah.
cross.
No, because if you look at the distance between the Capitol and Lincoln's Memorial, and then Jefferson to the White House, they're actually proportionally correct when it comes to the cross.
Damn, that's so.
Yeah.
That's weird.
And actually, added upon that, in the the crossing point where the two lines interact is the Washington Memorial.
that has to be fucking made on purpose, though. That has to.
Of course it is.
I think
that
yeah,
has to be.
That has
That's
to
what
be.
I'm saying. That is what I'm
I
saying.
never, because
And
when I
they're
think
so-
about it, I recall what I like my trip when I went there. It makes sense though. That's true. Like the obelisk is the center point of the two lines crossing each other.
Exactly.
That makes actual sense. The fuck?
Yeah, it's so cool.
It's so cool.
I don't know why nobody's teaching people about that because that is actually like.
We
awesome.
should talk. We should make the teachers teach that in school. I am making
Yeah.
a hashtag on Twitter.
Hashtag reveal
Hashtag
the
the cross is real in DC.
the cross, the DC cross.
The DC
We need to learn
cross.
about it. I mean, that just ties back to the religious foundings of the nation in general. Like it was built
Yeah.
upon all that shit. But yeah, it was so cool to
It's
find
really,
that out.
really
And that was
cool.
just on day one. That was just on day one that I found that out. Just looking at the
Damn.
first map.
Your detective power, like they awoke.
Oh well, it's just like visual recognition. I'm looking at that.
Did
like,
Quinn notice it
I
as
think-
well?
I think I had to point it out to him, but I did take a video, so I'll go back and look and
Yeah,
see.
speaking
noticed it
Speaking
the
of
first
video,
time.
did you take any memory? Like, you haven't posted anything from Washington, but did you at least like take some videos or footage or anything whatsoever?
I brought my camcorder and I recorded like practically everything important. I
Dope.
recorded myself walking from places. I recorded myself at places. Right.
That's awesome.
I hid it in my pocket, but made sure the lens was popping out whenever I felt like people probably didn't want me to record it. But, like,
That's
you know.
dope.
I'm gonna have probably it could be as long as an hour or something video
Oh,
on
that's
my
so
Parker
that's
Malinsky
quite a
channel.
lot of footage actually.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot, dude. I probably got like fucking 5 hours to sift through. All right, but I gotta make a separate thing for this like video competition I'm in, because I yeah. But anyways, that's what I got on my plate.
Damn. And was that
yeah.
your whole trip? That ended on that?
No, this is just a bunch of events that happen on different days.
Oh, okay.
One of the on the last day we woke up and we had a flight that was like pretty early. We had to get ready for it by 3. So what we did was we revisited, split up in case anyone wanted to go somewhere where others didn't. Actually, that's where we went to see Lincoln's assassination location.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then afterwards we split up. I went to revisit some places.
Oh, you actually went on alone and did some stuff?
Yeah, I just went on alone. Yeah.
How old is Quinn, by the way? How old is Quinn?
How old is Quinn? God, he is.
Must be like 16, right?
He's going to turn 16 this
Okay,
year.
so like he was
Yeah.
fine on his own and shit. He didn't have to.
Well, he was with my dad, so like my dad was only at a business meeting in one of the evenings of the first night. So yeah, he had my dad to help him out getting the places.
You went on a little Parco Molo adventure.
I did. Yeah,
That's
I did do
awesome.
that.
And you
That
were
was pretty
talking,
cool.
by the way, you were talking about like camcorders. That just made me think of like a purchase that I fucking want to get. I want to get. Well, this is basically just for me. I don't know if you would like this kind of thing. I want to get a camcorder to record like skate videos. So it's basically like a vintage old VHS kind of recorder, but has a wide angle on it, and you can see the circle border.
Wide angle circle border. That's not a fisheye lens.
Yeah, it's like a
right? 'Cause that's
fisheye.
just
It's
my-
a fisheye, but like
Oh, it is a
It's a
fisheye?
fisheye that you can see the border on. Just look up any skate
Interesting.
video comps and like old video compilations. You'll see the lens is circle and it's a fisheye, and I want to get that because it looks so fucking cool.
Oh, fisheyes are all. They're
They're
always
really
cool.
really nice. They're really cool.
Yeah, I'd say it's equally important to make sure that you can switch out of a fisheye lens if you need it to. At
Oh
any point.
yeah. I was actually
Yeah.
thinking of getting those things you can put on your phone to have like a fisheye lens, but I don't know. I want to.
Oh yeah, the attachments.
Yeah, I want to get an actual, like, either lens for the camera that my dad has right now, or just get a brand new camcorder that's made for that.
Yeah, honestly, I'd recommend a camcorder, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
your phone you're using for so many things. You want to save that battery and storage for things that aren't video.
Yeah, but
and
that would
when it comes to a
require
camcorder,
if I get a VHS, that would also be meaning that I have to take like a fucking like tape converter and get my own,
Yeah.
which is really fucking. I don't think I have like a old hardware store. I'll probably find one later, but it's just like a bucket list item, I would say. But it really would be cool though, because I'd be recording so many cool shit with it.
yeah, that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of want to see if I can get any attachments for my current camcorder. It's really old.
What is
but
your
I don't...
camcorder actually?
Oh god. Oh, it's right here. All right, let me pull it out of this.
If you want, you can take a
It
picture
is.
and then put it on the edit it, so we can just show it on for the
It
YouTube
is
viewers.
a Sony Handycam. What is the model? HDR PG. It's whatever.
HDR. Ooh.
It's HDR, yeah.
But it's an old camcorder,
it's-
you said?
Yeah, it's an old camcorder.
Dude, I don't know what, dude.
Years, man.
Old tech now just. It's so cool, dude. I fucking love
yeah.
old tech. It makes it
You
look.
could actually like.
I want to make like. They actually, did something like this, which it's one of my favorite documentaries, and I recommend you watch it. I'm going a bit sidetracked here, but it still falls into the subject. Do you know the band Sex Pistols?
Yeah, I know of them.
I fucking
I've
love
heard
their
them.
music, but they innovated music like punk rock. They created punk rock and shit, and which was like fucking massive. They basically invented that genre, and they made a series about like a series based on a book. It was on, and it's called Pistols, and it's on Disney Plus. But what make it really cool is that the whole series is filmed in 4x3 format with old camcorders
Nice.
equipment. It's
Peak.
all
Peak.
yeah. You look at the trailer. It's 4x3. You could see it's like this old VHS-y kind of filter. Well, not filter. It's actually filmed with a VHS camcorder, and the whole series is made like that. All of it. Which I loved.
That's so good.
I loved it. It's something that I haven't seen ever, honestly, besides like actual old movies. Like no one has actually tried to replicate it but that series. Actually, you should get on that shit. Actually, that's another like series you gotta watch. Even if you're not a fan of like their music, just the series itself is really, really, really good.
I imagine I'll check it out before I end my Disney Plus subscription. So yeah, I'll probably do that.
It's really, really.
I'm a
good.
big fan. I'm a big fan of VHS filters.
Me too,
And
I
like,
love it.
well, not just filters. Like they
The
did it
actual
on
fucking
4x3
stuff.
and did
Like,
yeah, like they did it with the actual equipment,
Yeah,
which I can
of
respect
course.
a lot more. Yeah. But this is totally me pushing my own agenda into the conversation, right? But I have been fascinated by how many people just slap VHS filters on everything nowadays. Like,
Yeah,
on the
it
internet,
is.
everything.
It is true, and I can't say that. Like, I can't say that I would be part of those people because I
Oh, I
do
know. Yeah.
use a lot of VHS filters. But at the same
Well,
time, I kind of understand what you mean because a lot of people just slap it on there and say, "Oh, it looks good," and then clean it. But what I
it's
do
just
is I
like,
actually add like my couple own touches and shit. I got a preset,
yeah,
of
you
course.
stylize it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I try to stylize it with the best I can, with sound
Yeah.
effects and shit like that. But at the end of the day, it's always gonna be a filter.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Yeah, but like I've been looking in recent years, a lot of people I know and a lot of people I don't know, right, have just been putting it on so many forms. It's like their pictures on Instagram, their videos on YouTube.
yeah,
Some
yeah.
people even put it on live streams on Twitch. And I don't know why no one else is like questioning why this is such
And it's
a
nothing bad.
thing.
Like it's so. I think
No, no,
it's
it's
really
not
cool.
bad. It's just a mystery to me. It's just a mystery to me.
Yeah.
It's like why. It's like me questioning why peanut butter goes well with jelly. It's just a thing, right? It's
It
just
just
a
happens.
non-biased. Yeah, but I'm
Which, by the way,
fascinated by
wait,
it.
wait. Speaking of like
Yeah.
old tech, I think I made one of my best purchases ever in like a hot minute.
And what would that be?
I bought my first ever vinyl record.
Vinyl record or a record player?
The vinyls, the discs. I bought
Nice.
my first vinyl, and I cannot wait until I get it.
Oh, that reminds me.
It's from GT, my favorite band, and it's
Right.
their newest album, Goodbye Neanderthal, on vinyl. And I was trying to get my hands on it because you know how. So just a little quick, the more you know fact about vinyls. Old vinyls, like actual old vinyls, when they were made, they're super thin, and they were actually fragile, where a single scratch
yeah.
could ruin the whole record. Nowadays, newer vinyls are a bit thicker. I don't know if you noticed,
Yeah.
but the edges of new vinyls are rounded, and they feel stronger. They're softer, and you can like if you go with your
No, I've
nails and you go
definitely
like
seen that,
you
yeah.
scratch it a bit, it's gonna be fine. They're like a bit refined, but it's still a vinyl at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's just a
And
more,
yeah,
like
also what they
yeah.
do now with newer vinyls that you can customize it. It's not just black. So the vinyl that I got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The GT, the band, what they did, there were 4 options for this record. One of them was standard black, normal. Another one was purple, so the whole disc was purple vinyl. The other one was a yellow, which is the one I got, but not by choice. Because the one that I really, really wanted was, I'll send a picture. You can post it in edit. It's a green fade, like a yellow to green fade, like flash yellow to flash green fade. On top of that, you had the city of. It looks like bars, black bars, like all around the discs. Actually, I'll send you a picture right now. I'll show you.
Yeah.
And it's really fucking cool. It's really, 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 really nice. And all of the vinyls sold out so quickly. So I was like, fuck.
You got your hands on one, right?
And then I was so lucky because then I ended up like, I was in the funny story. This is actually a quick story. I bought this while simultaneously getting lost in Montreal because I took the wrong bus. And I was on my way to school, and I take like a bus that drives all the way from my home to like the subway station. But there's another bus that does the exact same route, but does not end like end at the subway station. It just ends close, and it ends halfway to that other bus that goes. So like, I was still in the bus, and the lady coming like, "Hey, like, are you there?" And shit. I was like, "Oh shit, where am I?" And then I took like an actual I was like completely fucking lost, and then I actually went on to like go and take another bus, and I was fine. And then I was like, bro, what the fuck is this? And I see like Kel on his story be like, yo, we almost sold out. I was like, fuck, boom, immediately went. And then I paid a good, well, vinyls are expensive, but for a vinyl price I actually paid a decent amount of money for it. I paid total was $63 with shipping and taxes. Usually.
Oh, with ship. Wait, so shipping's included?
Oh
in
yeah,
that
yeah,
final
yeah, yeah.
price?
No. Shipping added. Shipping. Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Because since they're like indie,
Plus-
like independent band.
Indie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's from Bandcamp, which is you sell your merch and shit like that.
Right.
And the what was I gonna say? Fuck. Oh yeah, it's shipped from Australia, so you gotta pay for
Oh
shipping.
yeah, I would.
But if I
right.
compare it to like I don't know another record that I want to buy from like the Beastie Boys, base price no shipping, it's $29.99. That was like $14 US dollars. So it was alright. It was pretty.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. I would say honestly, really cool. Here, I'm
Yeah.
looking up the picture
What
right
color
now.
of the vinyl did you get?
I got the
'cause I know
yellow
you
one.
said
This is
multiple.
the one that I got. Look,
Oh, okay.
it looks
That's a
really
cool
cool.
one.
See, back in the day, well, I don't know. I wasn't around when vinyls were a thing because I grew up in the laser disc era. But this looks pretty fucking cool and funny. I don't
that
even
has
have a
pretty
record
good color
player. I don't
combination.
even have a record player.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta get your hands on.
I just gotta get my hands on it. I was
In
like,
case, yeah.
I'm gonna get one eventually because I fucking want to play that shit. And that album itself is super fucking
Oh, yeah.
good. And I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's gonna sound so good. I know it's gonna sound shit.
Oh.
Vinyls. No, like there's a reason why we evolved to digital music. You know, like it sounds better and shit like that, right? But there's this feel,
I mean,
the crackling
depends.
noise on the fucking discs, and it's you cannot get away.
Yeah. No, I agree. There's a certain like advantage and importance in getting an vinyl. I actually that reminded me that I need to get myself a vinyl that I was hoping to get. There's this an indie artist of mine that I really like, Felly. He does hip hop and rap type stuff. And my favorite album of all time at the moment is Young Fell 2, which he released in 2021. He actually has an online store where he just, what was it, last year or something, that he started selling vinyls. And,
Yeah,
he's got
rappers
this
do that
great-
as well. Everyone, everyone
yeah.
starts
Well,
doing
everyone does
trend. Everyone does it.
Everyone does it, right?
And
But
even,
this is an indie guy.
a funny
yeah,
thing.
so that's
a funny thing. Here, just before I go, here's the picture
Of
of,
course,
like
yeah,
the vinyl that I wanted to get, which I think looks fucking cool.
oh, that one's so good.
Yeah, that's the one I wanted to get, and then it ran out of stock like 2 seconds ago. Cause
You got the black.
yeah, dude, I'm like
the
so
green.
impressed how the fuck do you print out on a vinyl? You know, you have to get
No,
like
that with the pattern that you got right there, that reminds me of like a slice of pineapple.
It really it looks fucking cool, honestly. But I had to go with the yellow. But anyways,
Yeah, of course.
GT again, like those that's what I'm saying. Australia right now is I don't know what the fuck is going on, but they are
They've always been on some shit.
no well. Recently, it's more than ever because not only are they selling vinyls, they're selling like Walkman cassettes, which I think is just amazing.
Wow. That's
Yeah, like look at this.
That's a throwback. Damn.
Yeah.
Why-
Like actual
Walkman
cassettes.
cassettes.
Like actual fucking Walkman cassette. You just
Last time I heard of a Walkman cassette being sold for a album was the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack.
yeah, exactly.
Damn. Yeah, look at that.
That's
That's
Walkman
awesome.
cassettes. Yeah. I just like I just look at this. I'm like that's just fucking amazing, honestly. Like
Oh, yeah,
and
totally.
and they sell. People buy them. It's not like they're just
Of course
making
they
it for
do.
like the style. Like they sold out. If you go on the Bandcamp right now, like
Well,
if
I
go on
imagine
the-
it was like 20 or 30
Like,
bucks.
I'm
for
on the
Walkman.
Bandcamp right now. Limited edition magenta LP, 8 remaining. There's only 8 of them.
Damn.
If I buy the record vinyl and I go check out add to cart, $20. It was $20 USD by the way for the vinyl. I said 14. I got mistaken.
Right.
But damn, like fucking hell, like it's amazing how that shit is. Like only 7 remaining. See, someone just bought it.
Someone just bought one.
Someone just bought one. Yeah, someone just bought
They're
one. It went from 8
going
to 7.
fast.
So they're going fast, and it's an indie band. Like they
Well,
have
this is one of the more popular
yeah,
indie
but
bands. You gotta
like,
admit,
well,
it has had. an impact.
kinda, cause they have like 137 monthly listeners on Spotify, but like for like, which is
137,
big,
I think it's
but
big.
like compared to other artists, who has like a fucking millions and everything, like it's pretty
Oh
small.
yeah.
And it's not
No,
just
this is
them.
something they
Like
should be proud of.
you go on other fucking bands. Like I'm Power Plant, right? I don't just random fucking album, boom, sold out. So they
No.
sell really, 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 really quick. Like look, People in the Sun Ep.2 sold out. Charity First Press sold out. People in the Sun Ep.3 sold out. It's all sold out.
Well, I think that comes with the benefit of being an indie artist. Like you have fans that are, they feel a bit closer to you, and they probably feel more
Yeah.
pressured to buy your stuff, right?
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
fucking, it's genius. It's awesome. Which is
Yeah.
and it's what it's another thing that inspired me as a music artist to make music, because there's this thing about like seeing your music and you're hold. It's not just on Spotify where you can see, you're holding it with your hands. You're like, I made this record.
Well, yeah,
is
it's
mine.
tangible.
It's not
Yeah.
it's not owned by me, but it's my music. It's something, right? It's
Yeah, it's like a physical work of art. Like,
you
this is
you
something
look
that
at it and you're like, yeah, I made this.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's me there.
You made it and you own it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, not
Yeah.
necessarily own it. They own the record. The record label artists own it,
No, but like you
Yes,
you
but I
own it
know
as
what you
much
mean.
as you
Yeah,
can,
yeah.
like physically, like you feel it physically.
which is again something that me and my band are going to go. At first I had the ideology, oh, we'll just record it and then we'll mix it at home and put it on Spotify. And I was like, you know what? Actually, let's not do that. Let's do it the good old fashioned way.
And what would that be?
Record some shit. We'll record some demos. We'll go to a record label and be like, yo, look at our shit. It's good. Make it a record. And if they fucking agree, we'll do it like the good old days. We'll sign a contract and we'll be like, make music from us and we'll sell your records. We're gonna go make singles.
That's a bit ambitious.
I know it's
that's
ambitious, but that's what old bands used to do in the day. Even rappers, NWA, that's what they did. They signed a contract with some record company and they did records, right?
yeah,
And we
yeah.
don't wanna record it on our own. We wanna go to a recording studio and just jam and do our music, and that's it. Yes, it's
Yeah, but like
if you
in the
if you-
terms of
if you like talking about like money wise, yes, you save money by doing it yourself, but it's so like different. It's
But I don't think it's just a money thing, right? Because of the fact that people can just release stuff online and still get pretty popular, the whole idea of record labels, I think it's not that they're trying to like chase out anyone they can get anymore, or like be picky or whatever. I think they're literally just trying to, what is it? I think record labels know that they're not as necessary or something like that. So
yeah.
you probably going to them might not be like the immediate thing to do. Obviously, like that's something you want to do. I'm not going to stop you from that, nor should I try to tell you that it's wrong. But maybe don't do that immediately.
No.
Try
Of
and
course,
release
of course.
some stuff online, get a little bit of a following. And that
Actually,
following
what the
helps
best
build
thing
up.
to do, like, this is what actually this doesn't come from my mouth. It comes from one of the best singers slash drummers slash like musician ever, Dave Grohl, which is the singer of and guitarist of Foo Fighters. He said it himself in the Hot Ones interview. The best way to get your music known around, which is it's kind of weird to say, but it's to play live.
Yeah, I just
Because putting it on YouTube, you're putting it to the whole wild world of webs, and yeah, everyone could clearly see it, but it's just gonna be a view. People are gonna be like, "Oh, that's cool," and then click off. When you go
Well, yeah,
live,
people are
when
trained.
you go to a show, which I am actually going to next week. Well, this week, I'm going to go see a show. When you play live, people are there and they talk to each other, and when they get out and the show's like, "Hey, dude, I went to go to this show and this band is really cool," and then the word starts to spread around. That's how
Right,
you
yeah.
get attention. Yeah, you can get shit on the internet, but it's not the same. It's like it's not the same as doing it live. And as a musician, I have two bands. I have Seafood Allergies and an unnamed one which we just started.
right.
Both of them are good in their own way, but to me, my personal opinion, jamming live, recording shit live is so much better than doing it online. So much
Well, I think
better.
that's better for the genre of music that
Oh,
you picked.
hell
Like
yeah.
you
No,
picked
just
to make
in
a
general, like,
IRL band.
just in general, like, you're all there. You're four in the same room with all in different instruments, and you jam. You feel it. You feel the rhythm. You feel the music. It's something you
Right.
cannot have, like, on a Discord call. Literally.
Well, with the Discord call, there's a lot of problems there in the first place.
Yeah, no, but even
I'd
if you
agree.
had to,
I'd
like-
agree in the fact of like even if you're not just like using instruments, you're just in a recording studio messing around with the buttons. I'd say there is probably a difference in the experience there.
It's a
Yeah,
total
from
different
from what I've seen.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
total different experience, and it's frankly just awesome in every angle way. You just go there, and it's just awesome, literally. And I'm beyond excited because, like, if everything goes well with my band, and I mean and I hope to God it does, because God, I fucking
It's always
love,
an if.
I just love making music.
Yeah.
We could have, our plan right now is to get at least a demo tape, which, for those who don't know, there's different types of, like,
Well, everyone knows a demo tape.
yeah, a demo tape is usually like 3 or 4 songs that you just do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's just like an EP that's meant to like show what
yeah, but
you
it's
can
not
do.
final. It's usually like recorded / mixed, but the idea is not like set in stone yet for music, so that's why it's called a demo. And
Yeah,
our
exactly.
plan is to get a demo, not a demo tape, not released, but at least a demo, like 4 tracks that we have like composed and written. So in the summer when we go do live shows, because my guitarist leader was like, yeah, I got gigs booked for us, shit. Like, if we make it, shit, we can. I got like, we can do gigs and shit. We can open shows. And I was like, damn, all right, that's dope. So our plan is to like write music, at least have 10 tracks, not set in stone, but like that we made. So when we go live, well, we have something to play. That's it. That's just our plan. No recording, no mixing, just that.
Yeah.
Because it takes time to like make it like, okay, this song is done, not just like this.
Oh yeah.
Which I fucking love. It's amazing.
Nice.
It's just awesome. It's sad, like, I mean, it's not sad, but you would fit great, honestly. You would actually be really chill to just sit down in the like music room and just watch.
Well, I'd be there like giving input and everything wherever I can, and
Yeah.
I would be like enjoying the live process
Oh,
of
yeah,
creating.
yeah.
And I imagine it's very fun when you're like with the live musicians and the instruments, right?
Yeah.
So that's got to be cool.
Yeah, it also breaks your ears. The first time I went for the audition,
Oh, hey.
I was jamming, and I forgot how cymbals, they're loud. I forgot how
They are
loud.
loud.
I was like, yeah, they're loud for a reason. I fucking rang, because the drum set that I have home is an electric drum set, which is like not real cymbals. They're like plastic or anything. So when you I jam hard because they're stiff, because they're fake cymbals. So I hit them hard. So when I went on like a real drum set, I hit them hard too. And I forgot how fucking high pitched and like loud they are. And then when everyone stops, your ears are just like, whoa, okay, that was loud. Because your ears gets used to like the certain loudness of like the room or environment really quick. And when it switches off to like back to normal, that's where you hear like the ringing noise and shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you go to like a live show, your ears are gonna like, it's gonna be loud, but after like 5 minutes, it's gonna sound normal. But when everything stops and then the show ends, you're gonna hear like the
That's
ringing
when you
noise.
hear it.
Yeah, you're gonna
Right.
be like,
I
oh,
remember
shit,
that
was
when I
actually
went to
loud.
a dance in high school. Yeah. Yeah,
So-
that's how that works.
Yeah. So don't break your ears, kids. Protect them. Which is actually what we're gonna do. We're gonna get like earplugs that just lowers like the amount of decibels that your eardrums intake. Because I don't want
Like
to get
earplugs do.
yeah, I don't want to fucking get like be deaf after like 2 jam sessions. Because it's surprisingly really easy to become deaf. Really, really easy.
Oh yeah. No, it's just something you should do like anytime you're dealing with something loud.
It's
They
safety
won't like
measures.
block
Yeah.
out. Yeah, they won't block out your ability to like hear people talking. Or
No,
anything,
it's
but
it's just it lowers
yeah.
them. It lowers the input just a bit, like 10. Like you can
Just
get some
enough.
with like minus 10 decibels, minus 20 decibels. Just like it's up to you, honestly.
Yeah, when I was shooting a gun last week with my grandma, like I was still able to hear everyone that was talking. right? But the gun wasn't like nearly as loud as it was with them out. Like that's how it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's it. There's great advantage in the subtle differences, and I usually could buy my sandwich. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm excited, dude. I really am excited for the music to be released. Yeah.
And
We
you
got
said
riffs.
you were the drummer,
I
right?
am. So
Because I
the
know you also do guitar when you're on Discord.
yeah, my music history is kind of weird. I started playing music when I was at the age of 7, and unironically, I started by guitar, and I fucking hated it.
Unironically, plays
Because,
guitar.
yeah, well, I was 7,
Yeah.
and one day my teacher was like, "Oh, let's go jam. Like the lesson's gonna be taught in like a bigger studio." And at that studio, they had a drum set, and just for fun, he was like, "Hop on the drum set," and I was like, "Okay, screw a guitar. I want to play this drum. This sounds cool." And that's when I started playing drum. I was at private school, and they had like after school activities. Mine and I, they had an activity where you could someone teaches you drums. So that's what I did, and I did 2 years of that. Then I went to do like while I was doing that, I got really good at drumming, and I went on to fit the school orchestra. So I played drums for an orchestra, which is really weird. It's like a big band, really big band.
Yeah.
So like everything is music theory. Nothing is up to your ears. It's all sheets, all sheets. So that's how I got my
Of
music
course,
theory,
yeah.
like reading sheets.
That's how it is in bands.
Nope, not at all.
No, like school bands.
Yeah, no, not even
Yeah.
that. Like if it's an orchestra, it's always gonna be music theory, and that's kind of weird because after my I did orchestra. We did one not tour, but like we did one show, and then after that I quit.
Right.
I was like, fuck that. I don't want to do that. I just hate like the type of music because it's classic, and I didn't like it. And
Nah, you
I
probably should have
just
tried out jazz band.
I respect jazzmans, especially drummers, because jazzman drummers, fuck, they're good. But personally, it doesn't fit to my musical taste. So what
Yeah,
happened
okay.
was I left the orchestra, and for a good, solid 5 years, I did not. I still jammed in my home with my electric drum set that I bought for like, practicing at home. But I never did. I never joined a band. I never jammed with anyone else. I just was always drumming on my own, did covers, and that's how I got really good at like hearing a song and be able to drum. I can't really like drum every single song ever made, but I can catch what the beat is really really fast, and that's what made me kind of a
okay.
drummer. Yeah,
No, that's kind of what Quinn does with the piano. He just listens to a song and
yeah,
is able to get the keys
yeah.
pretty close.
And that's why that's why everyone says that you don't need musical theory to learn music, to learn an
Yeah.
instrument. Like playing guitar, I didn't. Well, actually, speaking of which, after I like 5 years later, I was like, I started getting back into like music. Like, yeah, I want to start making music and shit. And I was like, I was just gonna start a band. So I started jamming with a couple people. But in this day and era, it's unfortunately I didn't in this high school that I went through. Rap was more the popular genre of music. Not a lot of old school, not just rock. Like instrument bands weren't really a big thing. So I was pretty kind of alone in my local
Right.
area of playing instruments. Which, by the way, turned out I'm fucking incorrect because I met a lot of people now that are like live really close and they actually thought the same. So we're like, oh, we're actually kind of a lot now. I didn't thought of that. And
Just not a majority.
I went on Facebook Marketplace and was like, screw it, I'm gonna start playing guitar. I've never, I made it. So I went on Facebook Marketplace and I saw this ad for a guitar. It is so it was $140 Canadian. And I talked to the guy and I was like, all right, how about 165 and you throw the bag in, the carrying bag? He was like, deal. So I bought a guitar for $165, which is a fucking good deal for an electric guitar, by the way. It's a really good ass deal. And guess what? I bought the guitar with no amps. All I had was earphones, so I had to play with my earphones again. I never really jammed with like an amp until now. So it was really, really weird to just jam with my like headphones. And yeah, so just for music nerds out there, it's a black Samick. I don't know what kind of model it is, but it is. Yeah, it's a black Samick, classic size. And it runs pretty well actually. For 165 bucks, I'm damn well surprised how fucking well it runs. And
Nice.
yeah, and it's been like 3 months I think since I started playing guitar, and I'm already fucking writing riffs. And for a long time, I always thought like drums are so much easier than guitar, and I was like, okay, no, that's actually kind of incorrect, because it took me 2 years to like play drums correctly, and it took me 3 months to like do fucking chords and shit. So I was like, damn, okay. It was really easy. And like as I'm talking right now, I'm trying to go and see if I can go get a bass guitar.
Oh, you want to buy a bass guitar?
I want to buy, yeah, because bass guitar sounds fucking cool.
Bass guitars are awesome.
Fucking cool. Like, I love going to music shops, like guitar shops. Just love going there. I just go there and play whatever is there. There's a lot of, and it's not just guitars and drums. There's like turntables, keyboards,
Oh yeah, they
mixers,
usually got
there's
everything.
Everything. They got everything. So you go there and they look like chill, but damn, you look at the price tag, you're like, nope, my wallet is not capable of buying any of those things. Dude, I saw a guitar.
No, that is a commitment.
Yeah, no, I saw my dream guitar is a yellow Ibanez, and it's just fucking cool. But it's like fucking $2,499. Oh, one guitar, yeah, and that's a guitar.
Devastating.
And you know, there's guitar pedals, right?
Oh, of course, yeah.
I can go on hours talking about like the different types of pedals. Pedals are fucking expensive, bro. For just a tiny square piece of metal with a circuit board in it with knobs, it can go up to $250 for like a overdrive pedal or like a distortion.
That seems a bit, if not
No, they're
incorrect,
good.
at least expensive as
No,
well.
but they're good. Trust, I've tried.
No, I
them.
get
They're
that I get that they're good, but like you're already paying a fair amount of money
Which,
for the
again,
guitar
I haven't
itself.
dealt with this problem yet, because funny enough, when I bought my amp, which is a Vox, it's just it's a small factor Vox amp, has overdrive built into it, which was the first effect that it did. But when I was walking back, from home with my guitar amp, not my neighbor, but in my neighborhood, you know how people just throw their junk outside, so just like people can just take whatever they want?
Sometimes, but yeah.
Someone
Might be more of a Canadian.
No, well, because we got you can call like a service that comes pick up all your junk that you do not want, like something in your house. Like usually, like if you don't want to do a garage sale, you just want to throw shit away, you call that, or you just.
We just get dumpsters.
Yeah. And someone did like a pile of shit that just left on the side of the road, right?
Right.
And in that pile, on the floor, was a brand new, wrapped, with the power adapter. There was a little Big Muff guitar pedal, which is a fuzz pedal. It was brand new. The price tag was still there, and the power adapter was there, non-touched, on the fucking ground on the side of the street. So I was looking at this, amped in my head. It was raining, so I was like, okay, I was like, is this a joke? Like, is this the Matrix or something? What the fuck's happening?
No, I don't even
And I
believe you hearing
literally,
this
so
story.
what I did, I was just like, I'm just taking it home, like fucking free shit. I'm taking it. So I took the pedal, and I was like, okay, like it was really raining loud. Like since it was raining, my amp was like covered in plastic bags. They did like a fucking like plastic tape contraption for me to carry it with my hand without it getting wet, right? Because it's an amp.
Like saran wrap?
Plastic bags, ceramic duct tape. They did something right to make sure it was not wet. Which is they did a plenty good job. Like that amp works fine now. They're not damaged at all. But that pedal was not wrapped in. It was literally outside. It was raining on it. And the pedal there's a circuit board in it, and it's not waterproof. A guitar pedal's never gonna be waterproof. So I was like, okay, it's no way. Like it's brand new, but like it's totally fucked up. Like the water fucking got rid of it. Motherfucker, I plugged this shit in, crisp. The pedal was brand new. I was like, I'm fucking lucky as shit. So I got a free fucking pedal. And later on, I went on the internet, like, what's the actual price? You know how much it is?
How much?
Let me look it up right now.
Is it just $200? It probably
Little Big
is.
Muff. It's a Electro Harmonics. $99
$99.
for
Okay.
one small pedal. 3 knobs.
I mean, I'd say that's a steal, but that takes it to the full extent of the word. Like you kind of stole that for free.
Well,
and
I
that was
mean,
pretty
yeah, it's
cool.
90. It's a steal, but I got it for free, so
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
Bit of a yeah.
I'm chill,
No,
so like I got it for free.
I mean, no, good on you.
It's the best shit ever, bro. Literally.
This is the most devious lick.
Yeah, it's It's not even a lick, cause it was junk. It was in his
Well, like-
junk pile. So like he clearly put it
Right,
out to
yeah.
be thrown away. If I were in his place, if I would be a really good loyal citizen, I would have knocked to his house and I'd be like, "Sir, are you really want to throwing this away?" He will probably go.
This is a
like,
bit of an asset, I will admit.
Yeah, but my head was like, okay, no, I'm actually gonna like take this home.
No, yeah, I totally would have done the same thing. I think I did do the same thing
Yeah.
once.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which that pedal, by the way, is sound. It's I fucking love fuzz, and as guitarists, you probably don't know what fuzz is.
No, I've heard fuzz.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's It's a subgenre of
Yeah.
distortion, but it's so fucking good. Everyone fucking loves fuzz. It's S tier pedal. Which, unironically, the first pedal ever invented was fuzz. It was an accident. It wasn't even like.
Oh,
it was-
really?
oh yeah. Someone was like tweaking some settings on shit. I don't know the exact story, and he made a distorted frequency on his guitar, and he was like, "What the fuck?" And then he started jamming. And he was like, "Wait, this actually sounds kind of." It wasn't a great fuzz, but at the time it was like, "That's cool. Let's make that a thing." And they kind of made a pedal. I don't know who made it first, what company or some shit, but fuzz is the first.
Yeah, it's just mystery lesson for someone else to figure out.
Then came overdrive, wahs, reverb, echoes, delays, all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
There's a great video actually. This guy called Rob Scallion. He made he plays guitars, but he did a video where he goes to like a guitar pedal collection, like a collector. He collects guitar pedals, and it's just all of the pedals ever invented. He owns all of it,
Oh.
and some of them can go up to like 50 grand.
Damn.
Yeah, because they're really old. So it's a business in itself.
Okay.
And for music, and by the way, speaking of money, buying music shit, I fucking hate Facebook, but god damn it, the Facebook Marketplace is awesome. Dude,
Yeah, I've heard good
it's
things
fucking.
about
I
Facebook
bought my
Marketplace.
guitar there. I bought my fucking. I didn't buy my amp, but I bought my I bought some sticks there. I bought my and fucking people buy rent for apartments there. It's so good, like literally fucking good. It's awesome. Just dead ass.
That's good.
Yeah. Oh shit! I didn't look at the time. It's been an hour and 8 minutes of recording.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured it was getting a bit long. I didn't
Yeah.
know how long because
All right. Well,
yeah.
let's call it an end here. Actually. Well, thank you guys everyone for watching the second episode of the dinner table. This was quite. I said was a good episode. This is really awesome. This is dope shit.
Yeah, I quite
Good-
enjoyed this.
Good stuff in itself.
Some might say the best one so far.
How about we say that for every single episode? Someone say the best one so far.
Some might say this is the best one
Some
yet.
might say
Yeah.
that one was.
I
the
imagine I'll
one.
do that naturally.
Yeah. Everyone just goes on like the comments and be like, "Dude, that was the best episode." Every single episode.
It just keeps getting
It just
better.
keeps
That's
getting
just-
better every single time. And at one point,
Can
and they're
only
like,
get better.
"Wow, they actually did it. They've broken the barrier."
Never falling off. Always
Never
breaking the
falling.
glass in.
Always big W's.
They said the sky was the limit, but we made the sky our floor and we went up higher.
Yeah, dude. But anyways, thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast. Again, before I leave, quick apology for the kind of like, well, when this is gonna go out, I don't know if the problem is still gonna be fixed. But you can listen to our podcast on YouTube, some on Spotify, and soon to be released on SoundCloud as well, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna
That's
be
gonna
releasing
drop
it on
around.
SoundCloud, which is not ready yet as of time of this recording, but we will get
By
it
then
ready
it should
and
be.
we'll put a link on later and everything. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, thank you.